Welcome to Biology Essentials. The topic which I have chosen is double fertilization. I have encountered many students and many scenarios where students find this topic very difficult to understand and they are even unable to understand that how to attempt the question of double fertilization when it appears in their exam. Double fertilization is present in chapter 14, which is reproduction, and is present in biology book of 10th class by Punjab textbook board. The same topic is present in different books also in federal board and at FSC level. This topic is considered as an important topic. Now this is the figure which you can see in your book. The region in the pink box is the male gametophyte, which is also known as microspore. The microspore mother cells, which are present as indicated in the circles, which are labeled as microspore mother cells, are diploid at this time. They undergo meiosis and are converted to haploid microspores. And the microspores thus formed are containing two types of nucleuses, generative nucleus and tube nucleus. As we mentioned earlier that the microspores are haploid in nature, so both the nucleuses formed are haploid. Generative nucleus is 1N and tube nucleus is also 1N. And now proceeding towards the female part. This is the female part. It starting from the first thing, which is the microspore mother cell, which is right at this time diploid, undergoes meiosis and is converted to microspore, which is now haploid. We can see here that the haploid cell is in this shape, which is indicated in the form of a cloud. This is called as female gametophyte. Now you can see that the upper pink cloud is the male gametophyte and the lower blue cloud is the female gametophyte. These are the male and female gametophytes respectively. Now what will happen that the spores from the male gametophyte will fly toward the female gametophyte. As we know that the female gametophyte consists of structure which is made up of stigma, style and ovary. See, this is the spore, microspore, which is formed inside the anther. This spore will fly and will drop on the female gametophyte. Upon dropping, this spore will form a pollen tube and the pollen tube will be developed with the help of the tube nucleus. The tube nucleus will aid in the formation of a tube which can easily pass through the style, stigma and then reach the ovary. You can see here that with the help of the tube nucleus the sperms have reached the ovary portion. The lowest portion here where here as you can see is the egg. The egg will be fertilized here and the endosperm nucleus, which is present in the middle, will be fertilized where two nucleus, you can see two nucleus. Number one is the egg which is fertilized and forming zygote, which is now 2N. At the position number 2 it was endosperm nucleus which is now fertilized because it was diploid previously, and now a sperm which is haploid like diploid which was 2N, and the sperm which was 1N, 2 plus 1 then will form 3N endosperm nucleus. This is number 1 position where zygote is formed and the number 2 position where endosperm nucleus is formed. When they grow up, the zygote will form embryo The outer coat will form seed coat, and this black is the endosperm tissue. Endosperm tissue is the one which is developed from the endosperm nucleus and is triploid, which is 3N. Embryo is diploid, that is 2N, and the seed coat is the integument which will protect the embryo. Endosperm, however, will provide the nourishment to the embryo. When the water, temperature, and all the appropriate conditions are provided to the seed, it is germinated and a sporophyte 2N plant is developed. Here you can see, and the flower on this plant is also a diploid flower, which is now again ready to undergo the process of reproduction. Then the next thing is that how to attempt this question when it appears in your exam. Remember that a good question is always in the form of headings or in the form of point. And moreover, the question which is in the form of headings is always easy to learn, and it leaves a good impression on examiner as well, and he finds it easy to check your paper and to check your question. So the headings which I have made are in accordance to the content given in your book, in your 10th class book from the Punjab textbook board. So the first heading which forms is the pollination. Pollination. This the word pollination is also given in the form of bold letters. Then the pollen tube. Then we will make a heading of double fertilization. In the paragraph of double fertilization, we will mention that how the zygote is formed, how endosperm nucleus is formed, and the zygote, because two fertilizations have taken place, the zygote is formed, endosperm nucleus is formed. That is why this kind of fertilization is called as double fertilization. Then the which parts will develop into the seed, and the which part of will develop into the fruit, and this way this will be an attractive question to learn and to present. Please leave your comments and suggestions in the comment section. Do subscribe and like this video if you find it useful, and even if you don't find it useful, give me comments that how should it be improved, and please tell me the topics which you find difficult. I will try to make a good video on that, and I will teach you how you can attempt that question in your exam and can gain good marks.